Good morning. Welcome back to, I think we're live. Another episode of CB4S. We're your host, Megan and Sherry, and today we're talking about disconnecting from your business while you're self-employed. So setting boundaries with clients, things like that. Megan, what prompted this is we kind of took a weekend off. It's a holiday weekend. We worked a little bit on Friday, and then I pretty much checked out after that. I saw a couple of emails go through. I talked to one contractor. Outside of that, it was really low key. And I am chronic. We know that I am notorious for leaving my phone somewhere over the weekend and not just because I can't transition very well. This is what I've learned about me. I cannot transition very well from work to mom mode. I don't know. I don't know what that is, but I struggle. I always think about work. And so I really have to say, nope, I'm turning this off. I'm going to be present where my feet is. And part of that for me is not having my phone in my hands around me. So I'm looking at it, checking email. Because there are times where I have email and Slack on my phone now. And I do that in case I'm running errands and need to know if someone's communicating with me. It gives me a quick way to look and check in and keep things moving. Do I need to do that? Not necessarily, but it does help me keep from missing stuff. If for some reason it's been a few hours since I've been at my computer, and I like to check my email every 4 hours. It's like sick kids. I found that I just need it on my phone. But with that comes, I will just open my phone and check email. And then all of a sudden I've got a client email that I feel like I have to address or can't wait. And this even happened with me over the weekend. I did pick up my phone just to check it. And I was moving it to another room, got a client email, and I thought about the client email until I responded to it today. If I hadn't looked, I wouldn't have known it was there. Because they're not expecting me necessarily to respond over the weekend, but they are lucky, they're working, they're thinking about it, so they sent it off. That doesn't mean I have to respond. Right.
Yep.
How do you handle boundaries and how do you disconnect?
So, for me, you and I have had this conversation recently. I did not know there was a do not disturb, but a way to do not disturb, but allow other people to have access, I guess you could say. Because I have bad habit. If it comes across my phone, I'm checking it, I'm replying to the message, whatever. So that's been awesome for me, or either I've got to clear it out as soon as I see it come across, because I will open it, I will respond or whatever. So same thing, have to just kind of put it away completely. And that's been hard at times for sure. And I have a tendency to work on the weekends a lot, or especially in the evening, even if it's in the evening or early in the morning on the weekends. But this weekend just totally disconnected and didn't touch any of it. So,
and I think it's really important to do that, because giving yourself a mental break from it allows you to reconnect with family, allows you to just reconnect with who you are as a person, right? It's really easy to work 7 a.m. to midnight, right? When you're not, all day long when you're not sleeping. There are times where I know today I'm gonna go do something with my kids. I have a less important meeting happening right after that I know I will listen to in the car. It doesn't actually require me to be super present, and I'll let the people know that are hosting that meeting that I will kind of just be listening. But it's knowing which meetings I need to prioritize and which meetings are less important that I can take when my brain power isn't necessarily there, or my focus isn't there 100%, and building both of those meetings into my day. I do have a meeting this afternoon that will take my entire focus. It's a client meeting that I need to show up for. And so I will take that at my desk. in my office because they'll give me the best option to show up for it well, whereas this other meeting is lower priority. So paying attention to in all things, the rest you need, the boundaries you need to set in place, and then when you need to show up and give it your all. And then when you need to show up and you can do it in a lower, less important atmosphere. I can take it from like my living room or something like that. But identifying those and know what you want for your business. I wouldn't say every meeting you should take from the couch in your living room, right?
Right.
Maybe you can, but for me, there are some meetings I should not take from the couch because I'm not going to show up as professional or with the focus. Because I think you guys I didn't realize my door was cracked. You guys can hear my kids in the background, probably. No, I can. Okay.
I can't.
So, but if I were downstairs right now, you totally would be able to, and that's really
Right.
to my clients. And I've had seasons where they've had to just be present, and it's, hey, I'm from home. You're going to have that noise in the background. There are other times where I try to separate the two. But I have to create boundaries of I'm not going to be on calls for 2 hours because my kids can't handle that. Right. I don't know. So, but as a self-employed entrepreneur, you have permission to set those boundaries, and then it's up to you to enforce them.
Yep,
No one can
most
enforce you
definitely.
to take a weekend off. So,
Yep, most definitely. And I know, like, for me, I find when I do that, like, then I feel like I'm more productive the next day when I'm coming back, because now I can really focus on what needs to be done and the clients and everything. So,
yeah, guarding your time, and there were times I was at the zoo and I would have a client calling me. There was one zoo visit that I remember actually answering it. And I don't know why, I forget what was going on. But since then it's been like, no, that's not where my feet are.
yep.
I'm not like, I don't necessarily have to, because maybe there was a payroll issue. There was something pressing that I did answer it for. But outside of that, I've put systems in place so that I'm not needing to answer a payroll question at the zoo with my kids. But again, setting up the business so it runs the way you are. But sleep is important, rest is important, not wearing yourself out is important. So just wanted to encourage you guys to set those boundaries, enforce the boundaries, change them when you need to, make exceptions if you have to, and then do better at setting up good boundaries and systems to support those boundaries. But have a good week. I will see you guys. We'll see you guys next time.
Yep.
So,
thank y'all.
bye, guys.
Bye.